Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're pulling back the velvet curtain on what's often called Rich Life America. We're going to deconstruct the mechanics of modern wealth together, because honestly, what's going on behind the scenes is just absolutely fascinating. Let's get right into it.
So I want you to ask yourself this right out of the gate. How much of what you see on your feed is actually real? Think about it. The 20-year-old crypto founders standing in front of Beverly Hills mansions, or lifestyle influencers clinking champagne glasses on private jets to Aspen. Our daily feeds are literally flooded with this glossy, high-production aesthetic. But is what we're looking at grounded in reality? Or is it just a carefully constructed facade?
Okay, let's dive into this. Wealth in America used to have a very specific, very quiet blueprint. If we look back to, say, the 1980s, wealth was institutional. It was permanent, hidden behind heavy iron gates or buried deep in tax-sheltered trusts. But in the digital age, wealth has undergone this massive evolutionary mutation. It's gotten incredibly loud. Today, the mentality is kind of like, if you can't film it and turn it into an algorithm-driven, 15-second vertical video, does it even exist?
But before we get completely lost in the gloss, let's look at a pretty sobering financial reality. $17.5 trillion. Yeah, that is the total US consumer debt right now. When we juxtapose that massive number against this illusion of endless wealth, it completely reframes the whole pursuit of the rich life. This pursuit is actually driving an entire generation into a beautifully packaged, high net worth identity crisis.
Section 1. The architecture of affluence, real estate, and fake ownership.
So if you really want to understand the DNA of Rich Life America, you have to start with the most expensive dirt on the planet: real estate. Your home isn't just where you sleep anymore. It is the ultimate three-dimensional business card. Now, for decades, traditional mansions were built to communicate stability, history, family legacy. But today, the modern billionaire completely abandons history for hyper-futurism. They want compounds that look like Tony Stark's house. We're talking subterranean 20-car garages, integrated wellness spas, private nightclubs, juice bars. The scale is so comically large that a family could literally go weeks without even seeing each other. In America, ultra-luxury real estate is the ultimate game of leverage and scale. It's all about scarcity. When someone buys a property in Malibu or, Miami's Star Island, they aren't just buying concrete and steel. They are buying a monopoly on a view. They're securing the literal right to look down on the rest of the world.
But here's the wild twist behind all this architecture of affluence. The people living in these mega mansions, they rarely own them in their own names. If you actually go and look up the deed, you'll probably just find an obscure LLC registered in Delaware or maybe the Cayman Islands. It's this massive web of corporate shells designed to keep owners completely anonymous, transforming the home into a highly fluid, tax-advantaged financial asset.
Okay, but what about all those internet gurus giving MTV-style house tours online? Well, $30,000. That is the monthly rent a lot of them pay strictly to use these homes as production props. That's right, the house isn't a home at all. It's just a highly leveraged backdrop, a marketing funnel really, used to sell you a course on how to get rich. Crazy, right?
Section 2. The high-octane status symbol, supercars and depreciation.
If real estate is the stationary anchor of wealth, the supercar is its mobile, kinetic weapon. In a country built on highways, a twin-turbo V8 completely changes the energy of a street and buys split-second attention. But, and this brilliantly illustrates the trap, it's a massive financial bloodbath. A buyer walks in, leases a mass-production luxury vehicle like a Lamborghini Urus or a Mercedes G-Wagon just to scream, "I've made it." But financially, within 3 years, that vehicle can drop up to 40% in value. The owner is essentially burning capital just to lease an optical illusion. And this highlights the ultimate paradox of Rich Life America. On one side, we have status buyers. They're spending millions on depreciating assets just trying to look rich, essentially consuming luxury. But on the other side, we have the ultra-high net worth collectors. For them, a hypercar is a blue-chip asset class. The actual elite buy assets that pay them to own them. They aren't consuming luxury, they are controlling it.
So to move from consuming to controlling, you have to play a fascinating, highly exclusive game. Brands like Ferrari and Porsche have absolutely mastered the psychology of artificial scarcity. You can't just walk in with $1 million in cash and buy their best cars. No way. You have to buy their standard models first.
hold them for a specific period without selling, maintain a flawless relationship with the brand, and then, only then, might you receive the exclusive invite to buy a limited edition hypercar.
And here's the payoff for playing that long game. When you finally get that invite to buy, say, a $300,000 Porsche 911 ST, something magical happens. The moment you take delivery, you can instantly flip it on the secondary market to an impatient billionaire for $500,000. The asset appreciates immediately simply because of the controlled access.
Section 3. The invisible flex. Quiet luxury and stealth wealth.
Now, as loud as the mega mansions and Lamborghinis are, there is a level of wealth where the volume gets turned all the way down. Welcome to the invisible flex. In the absolute highest echelons of American society, there is a profound disdain for obvious loud branding. If you're wearing massive designer logos or aftermarket diamond-encrusted watches, you aren't signaling that you belong to the elite. Actually, you're signaling that you're a tourist craving validation. Stealth wealth is about quality that is completely invisible to the untrained eye.
Blending in with the financial establishment is meticulously calculated, and man, is it shockingly expensive. We are talking about $5,000 Loro Piana cashmere sweaters that frankly look exactly like a standard $40 gym sweatshirt to most people. We're talking bespoke suits from private ateliers with zero logos or tags, tailored so perfectly to the millimeter that they literally alter the wearer's posture. It's highly targeted signaling strictly to other elites.
And nowhere is this invisible flex played with more intensity than on the human wrist. Horology, the art and science of watchmaking, has basically become the ultimate secret handshake of the global elite. To the average observer on the street, a stainless steel watch just looks like a basic tool. But to a fellow venture capitalist across the boardroom table, that basic-looking steel tool commands 6 figures on the open market. The mindset of someone wearing a highly coveted piece, like a Patek Philippe Nautilus, is really fascinating. It's basically saying, I know the history, I have the access, and I have the capital to freeze $150,000 on my wrist just because I appreciate mechanical art. They are not trying to impress the general public because the general public has no idea what it is. Instead, they're broadcasting a silent, highly targeted message directly to the other CEOs in the room.
So when you pull all of these threads together, you start to see this massive cultural friction. We've got an entire generation trapped in an identity crisis of modern American opulence. They're caught right between two opposing forces, the relentless desire to flex loudly for the digital algorithm and the desire to blend in quietly with the actual financial establishment. Which leaves us with one final, pretty provocative thought. After pulling back the curtain on the depreciating supercars, the rented mega mansions, and the quiet power of stealth wealth, are you flexing for the algorithm, or are you building actual wealth? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep seeking the truth behind the